Hi, hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Veronica and I'm a big lover of makeup, so if you want to see more reviews, looks and more fun videos, don't forget to subscribe. In today's video we are filming a speed review, so if you are curious about that, please keep on watching. I already know that this video will be a struggle just because, as you can probably tell, I am sick again. So my voice is not great and I am so sorry, but I really want to film this speed review because I do have a bunch of products and it is time for a speed review. So I really hope that my voice is not that annoying. For me it is very annoying, and yeah, and as you can see my nose is very red and irritated. But it is what it is, and I'm gonna take a bunch of breaks so that my voice will not be even worse. So let's start. I want to mention first that I didn't film this makeup, but I will list, like usual, in the description box everything that I have on my face, and I do have some of these products on my face, so I will mention that when we are talking about the product. So let's start with some skincare. So I have I have 2 or 3 items for skincare, and the first one is the Inkey List Salicylic Acid Cleanser. And I bought this one in November or October or something like that. This one is really nice. I still have the CeraVe one as well. This one is a stronger salicylic acid cleanser, so it is a bit stripping, but for me it's totally fine because I'm not using this one every day. I am just rotating through my cleansers, and this one is really good. I really like it, but of course, like all salicylic acid cleansers, I can't use this one around my eyes. I do really like it. I like it even more than the CeraVe one just because it is a bit stronger, so I do really feel the salicylic acid just exfoliating my skin, so I really like that one. But the CeraVe one is a really nice option as well. Let's talk about the other skincare items if we are in this chapter, and I have 2 creams from Rephr. This one I talked about in 2022 as well. I placed an order for Rephr in like June maybe or something like that, in the summertime, and I bought this one. This is the light hydration cream, and this is amazing. I really love it. It is so lightweight but so hydrating. It is so nice. I really like it. They were having a Black Friday sale, so I got this one for around $13 or 13 euros, I can't remember, but very nice price, and I was very excited to get it again. And then they created this one. This is the Intense Hydration cream, and I bought, of course, this one at the same time, and this was again 13 euros slash dollars, I can't remember. But this one, like the name is saying, it is a more heavy duty cream. This is a bit too heavy for me, but as you can see I already used a bunch of it just because I found a very nice way to use it, just to layer on top of a more lightweight cream like the light hydration. This one I didn't use that much just because I have the other creams that are already open, and those are from CeraVe, and those are pretty lightweight, so I usually put just a tiny bit of this one on top of the other cream, and it's just very heavy and hydrating, but in a really good way. And if you have dry skin, this will be amazing for you. And a nice addition to these creams that Rephr has introduced pretty recently, because in my first order I didn't get these things, but with the creams they are adding these metal things. I already loved the aluminum packaging because you can really squish the packaging while you are going through the product, but now you can just put this thing in here and just press the product down, and it is genius. And these things are pretty well made. They are pretty strong, so I think you can use this with toothpaste or stuff like that. It is really good quality stuff. I am in general pretty impressed with Rephr. Yes, all the products are very expensive, but if you are waiting for a sale, I think the products are really worth it because everything is very good quality, and they are really listening to the customer, which I really like. And yeah, these are really a nice detail, and I am really, really impressed. And in the same order, I purchased a brush soap as well. I don't know the ingredients of this, so maybe this soap is better than normal soap, but in my eyes it is pretty much the same. It is a black soap, so I don't know if this is worth the money, just because I could just use normal soap. But for me, that is cleaning my brushes pretty well, so I don't know if the soap was really necessary, but I am glad that I tasted as well. And then I purchased 3 brushes in this order. The number 1, the number 2, these are for eyes. And then I purchased my first face brush. This is the number 5. It is a blush brush, but of course you can use this one for a bronzer as well. They are really nice brushes. And I did order a lash curler as well. Again, very sturdy, very good quality. So just wait for a sale, and Rephr is a really nice brand. And let's talk about other brushes as well, just because I just talked about them. So I have one brush from Sigma that I want to talk about. This is the 3D HD Precision brush. This is amazing for blending your eyeshadow primer. It is great for that. I really like it. And I think this for concealer would be amazing as well, maybe for spot concealing or even under the eyes. It is a really nice brush. I do have the Zoeva 239 in here as well. This is a smoky blender brush. Again, Zoeva, Sigma, Rephr, very good quality brushes, so I do recommend Zoeva as well. And this smoky blender, it is very nice. And as well, Nabla, I do have 2 brushes that are clean in here. I'm gonna pop a picture in here with the whole brush set. I think they are 6 brushes and a pouch for them. And again, very good quality. They are very beautiful as well. As you can see, they are transparent handles in here. Very beautiful brushes and very good quality. Then let's talk about 2 hair products, and then we are gonna move to the makeup part. So I have this Ouai texturizing hairspray, and this is a mini one, and I'm glad that I bought a mini because this is not my favorite. It is a nice texturizing spray, but I can't stand the smell. It is like an old lady smell, but in a bad way and in a strange way. It's not that luxurious smell. It's just like floral and pretty heavy. I really don't love the smell. So my favorite right now is the Living Proof one, and I will keep purchasing that one because it is really nice. This one is not my favorite. And then I have this Gisou honey infused hair oil, and in general I'm not using oils just because it's not a necessary step in my opinion, but this was an impulse purchase, so I'm gonna use it up. I don't think I will repurchase it after that, just because hair oil is not necessary in my opinion for me and for my routine. So right now I am using a bunch of products for my hair, which I do like, but I need to simplify my routine a bit in 2023, so I think this will not be necessary. And I think this is the mini version. You get 20 mils in here, but as you can see, it is enough product, so this will last me a long time. It is nice, but it's not my favorite. And let's talk about the makeup finally. This is the Power Grip Primer from E.L.F. I finally tested this one, and I really like it. I had at some point, I think 2 years ago maybe, I had the milk one and I didn't like it, but that is because at that time I was not using glowy foundations, and this is made for glowy foundations. It is Rudolph? No, just me. Oh my god, my nose is so red. Anyway, let's talk about this primer. So like I said, this is perfect for glowy foundations, just to keep them in place. For a more mattifying foundation, I would use just something a bit more hydrating, but this one is really nice. And then I have a foundation. This is the Dose of Color Meet Your Hue, and I have the shade 104. I actually have it on my skin today. It is a pretty good match for me. And this is a more natural to matte finish, so these two are not great together, even though I think I use them together in the first impression. This is a really beautiful foundation. It wears great, it looks great, but you need to be careful just to not apply too much. This builds a bit, but you need to be careful because in this area where we have a lot more pores, this will look very cakey if you apply too much. So a very light layer is perfect for this. I do have it on my skin today, like I said, and it looks incredible. It is very good. I really like it. In the first impression, I applied way too much of this and I put on top the E.L.F. Halo Glow. So let's talk about this product next. This is too glowy in my opinion. I know that a lot of people are using this one all over the face, but for me it's just too glowy. I really like a matte powder, so I'm gonna stop testing luminous powders because they are not for me. I am wearing this one on the exterior of the face. For that is nice, but I can use any powder for that, any pressed powder, any loose powder, it doesn't matter. So this is not a favorite for me. It's just not for me. If you have very dry skin and you like just a luminous sheen all over your skin, this is great for that, but it's just not a product for me. Then let's talk about another product that is not for me, and this is the Schwarzkopf Got To Be Brow Gel. I finally purchased this one. I got it in London when I went there, just because this is not available in Romania, and I don't know why, but this product is nice. It's just not for me because similar to the Got To Be hair gel that everyone was using for their brows, that's the reason Got To Be created this product. Similar to that, this is a very goopy product and you need to press your hairs to your face. So that is not a look that I enjoy. It has a really nice brush as well, and if you like that style of brow, this is from the drugstore. It is kind of similar to the Patrick Ta one. I'm not calling them dupes or something like that because for sure they are not. If you like the Patrick Ta one, maybe give this one a try because it is from the drugstore and you can achieve a laminated brow with both of them. Next are some lashes, and these are the Lush Beauty in the style Angel. I do have them today. Really good quality lashes. This is an Romanian influencer brand, so I do recommend it. It is very great and the lashes are really good quality. I am cutting all my lashes in half, so that's the reason they are only in the exterior of the eye. They are so stunning. With this brow gel, I purchased the Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime eye primer as well from the UK, and this is not my favorite. It is a good primer, but if you apply too much, it will crease. You need to apply just a tiny bit, and sometimes it is creasing on me, so I just prefer the Sigma one, but this one, it is pretty good. It's just not my favorite. Then I have a mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal, and I tested the Colossal Big Shot at some point and I do like that one. Maybelline in general has really good mascaras. This one is just not my favorite because it's a more lengthening mascara and I prefer more volumizing mascaras in general. And similar to that, I have the Sephora Big by Definition mascara, and this one very similarly, it is very nice, but it's just a lengthening mascara and I prefer something more volumizing. So that's the reason they are not favorites, but they are really good mascaras. So if you like more lengthening mascara, these two are a really good option. And then I have a highlighter. This is the Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator from NYX. I think I did include this one in a speed review. I did declutter it at some point just because I was not using cream products. I was using only powder products, but I am wearing it today. As you can see, I do have another product on top, but it's mainly this one. It is a nice liquid illuminator. It's just not a very strong highlighter or something like that. As you can see, it looks very natural, which I like. So it is a nice product. You can mix it with foundations as well. I just prefer the Charlotte Tilbury over it, but it is way more affordable and it is a pretty good option. And I have the shade Sunbeam if you are curious. And the other highlighter that I have on top, it is this one, even though it's more like a blush topper on me. This is the Essence Make Beauty Fun highlighter, and I have the shade number 1, Happiness Shines From Within. I don't like this product, and not because it is too dark for me, because of course it's not for my skin tone, even though it is number 1 and they should have more than one shade, but this is too dark for me. But that is not the problem that I have with it. It's just very powdery, pretty glittery. I don't really like it. It is emphasizing texture, and of course highlighters in general are emphasizing texture. This one, for example, is a lot more natural. Of course, this one is powder, this one is cream, so they are not the same, but this one looks more glowy in a natural way, and it melts into the skin. For this one, even if I'm applying setting spray on top, looks a bit powdery, so I don't really recommend this one, even though it is from the drugstore. So next we have the Scorched blush from BPerfect. This came destroyed. It was in very tiny pieces, so Beauty Bay said that they will refund me, but I'm still waiting for that. This blush is nice, but it was baked, so I don't really have a clear opinion about it. Maybe I will press it too hard or too loose, so it's not the same anymore. Next, let's talk about some lip products. I do have in here the NYX Line Loud Lip Pencil, and this one is really nice. From the NYX line, this one is my favorite, the Line Loud one. I think they have 3 formulas, and the other 2 are a bit more on the stiff side. This one is creamier, but it is drying on the matte side, so it is longer lasting. I really like this one. This one is my favorite. I think it is a bit similar to the Nabla pencils that I really love. I actually purchased 2 new shades of the Nabla one. This one is one of them, is the shade 4.5. It is a red and it is beautiful, so I find them pretty similar. I really recommend this one. It is one of my favorites, and I think I will purchase maybe at some point other shades, because this one, it is really great. Then I have a lipstick from Maybelline. This is the shade More Buff, and this is the Ultimate formula. It has this really nice package, and it looks something like this. I am wearing it today. I do have the lip liner as well on my lips, and I have this beautiful shade. I really like this one as well. It's a more matte lipstick. It is comfortable, but still on the matte side. Of course, it is transferring because it is like a bullet lipstick, but it wears great and it is great. I really like the shade as well, so I do recommend this one as well. I do have another lipstick in here. This is a formula that I usually avoid, a more glowy formula, and this is from MAC. It is the shade Posh Pit from the Luster Glass lipstick formula, and it looks like this. It is a brownie nude. It is so beautiful. I really like it, but it is more glowy and glassy, which in general I don't like, but this was a beautiful shade and I wanted a more glowy lip, but it's not my favorite formula. But if you like something glowy but still in a bullet form, this formula is so nice, and this color as well, it's so stunning, so I do really recommend it, even though it's not my favorite formula. And I have a gloss in here. This is the Nimia gloss. I did purchase the palette. We are gonna talk about it in a second. This is the shade She Said What, and it is with a nice doe foot. I like the applicator as well. The color is great. It is like a beigey nude with some shimmers, but the shimmers are very nice. I am wearing this one on top of the Maybelline lipstick. In general, I prefer thicker glosses, so this one is really good, but like I said, it is very comfortable. Lastly, let's talk about some eyeshadow palettes. Very recently, I bought the Viseart Petite Force, and this one is in Violetta. It is very beautiful. I'm gonna show you. I think I only have a short with it, but it is very stunning. You need glitter glue with this one just because it is a more flaky shimmer. This one is really nice. You can just spray your brush with this one. This is a black metallic, so beautiful. It's really stunning. It doesn't swatch the best, but on the eyes it's really nice. And lastly, this matte shade. It is so beautiful. It has some shimmers in it, but it's just there for blending. I really like this quad. Sadly, what I didn't realize is that the quad and the normal palettes are not the same pen size, and I was hoping that I could move these shades around. So if you are like me, just keep that in mind. But this quad is just so tiny and so beautiful, so I like it anyway. Next we have the NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. I am wearing some shades from this palette on my eyes today. This palette is nice. I really like this autumny color story. I really like the mattes in this palette, but sadly the shimmers are just a bit too flaky for my taste. You need to have some powder under the eyes, to use some glitter glue, to spray your brush, just to not have fallout all over your face. Otherwise you will have fallout all over your face. So they are a bit too high maintenance for me, but the mattes are pretty good. So overall I do like this palette. Oh, and the packaging. It is plastic and I can't understand why they are not using cardboard packaging. They should, because this packaging is awful. And lastly, in this speed review, I have Nimia the palette, and I really like this palette. I do have some mattes from this palette on my eyes today. It is a really good color story, and the mattes are very blendable, buildable. I do have this orange right in here into the lower lash. I really like these mattes. They are very good quality. The shimmers as well, they are very sparkly. They are not basic shimmers, which I do really appreciate. This one and this one, they are not my favorite. They are just coppery shimmers. I would have preferred for one of them to be a very pinky shimmer, or maybe a green or something else. They are not my favorite, but the formula is really, really nice, and I do really like this palette. And if you saw the ranking with all the palettes I tested in 2022, this one was pretty high. The Viseart was not included because I didn't have that one at that time. And these are all the products with the speed review. This video is 1 hour long already. I took a bunch of breaks because my eyes are watery and everything. I hope this video was bearable, just because my voice is annoying. I understand and I'm sorry. And yeah, so if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I'll see you next time.